life is real, and what we are watching is contrived. It's it's literally torn apart and then pieced back together in the way that people want it to be pieced back together. And it's also not realistic, because for me, I know that people are human. I know that there are reactions, there are apologies, there are apologies, and that's how life works. And if we're not being real about how life works, then we're literally playing into this TV shit. And for me, I wasn't living TV even while I was filming TV. I was living real life. And I was hoping that it would translate. But in every situation, there has to be a villain. There has to be a hero. There has to be, someone that is loved. There has to be someone that is hated. And unfortunately, I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'm hated, right? So, every day I wake up and I just continue to try to be the best me possible. And I try to continue to be the true me possible. And one of the things that me and my sister were talking about tonight, because she called me, and she was very upset and hurt, because she was like, they're trying to really paint you out to be this mean girl, this bitch. Like, they're really trying to paint you out to be like a person that's like literally like downing other people, and that's not you. And I was like, girl, it's okay, because at the end of the day, it's like this is what people are able to become, whatever they want to become off of. And I'm not going to sit here and fight a battle that is not mine. And when I say that, it's because I know that at the end of the day, the truth will always prevail. I know at the end of the day, like, what will be. And I know that who I am at the core. And that is a person that's lovable. That's a person that's nice. That's a person that's kind. That's a person that helps other people all the time, which is why I center my business around what I center my business around. That's a person that no matter what, if people are doing you dirty, if people are doing you right, I'm going to be who I am. And that's why when everything happened with Sabrina, I donated. Because at the end of the day, I know what it feels like to lose somebody. I know what it feels like to lose someone that you love immensely. And I know what it feels like to have to then plan for them to be buried, for them to do all these, for you to literally help them move to the other side of the realm and not have the resources. And I don't want anybody to ever experience that. So this mean girl persona that they're trying to put on me, I don't know why. I don't know why everybody's literally jumping on board. I mean, I'm even being put into scenes that I wasn't even in, baby. It's giving. Zadia was there, and I'm over here like, but I wasn't. I'm literally watching this on TV with the rest of y'all. So, with all that being said, I was hoping that somebody would join me. I don't know. What's the deal between you and Sabrina? That was the answer to that question. I don't know. The answer to that question is I don't know. Me no say. So was the Brown Girl Squad a colorism thing? Because if not, I want to join. No, you can join the Brown Girl Squad. First of all, let me tell y'all something. And I'm going to talk about colorism next week. My mom is the darkest of the darkest, and my dad is the lightest of the lightest. All right? I have siblings that are lighter than me. I have siblings that are darker than me. I have family members that are lighter than me, and I have family members that are darker than me. First of all, let's just talk about it. There was no exclusion in this group. The Brown Girl Squad was called a Brown Girl Squad simply because I was like, hey, Brown Girl Squad. And literally, it was in jest. It was for fun. It was in light of everything that was going on. We had a connection. Me and the girls that I was connected to had a connection. And we just all were highly melanated. It was not the other people. Hey girl. Hey. Yes, I am. All of a certain hue, when in reality we connected because one, of proximity, right? Because every time I did an interview, Mumin and Camille were there. In the hotel waiting to do their interview. So we literally were able to just connect. But then also because we took a photo. The photo was bomb. We were like, come on, melanin. And I was like, come on, brown girl gang. And they were like, brown girl gang sounds negative. Let's say squad. We were like literally go back and forth like, okay, squad. But whatever the case may be, Brown Girl Squad never interfered with what was going on with the process. It never interfered with who was connecting with who. It never interfered with anything about Ready to Love. It only celebrated me, Mumin, Camille loving each other. And for it to be twisted and for it to be like portrayed as something negative, it's sad. And that's really all I have to say about it. It's just like we were loving on each other, and now it's made to be us hating on other people, and it's like that's not what it was at all. I was honestly, I remember I had a conversation with Tasia. I was like, because me and Tasia never really spoke, but she would always say like super witty things, and she reminded me of my sister, my youngest sister, who isn't a light-skinned woman. She's a dark-skinned woman, but she reminded me of my sister with her comebacks. And I was like, Tasia, like, you my type of girl, like I like you. Like I like we're different in how we approach things. We're different in how we respond to things. But I like the way that you move. And I was like, I want to talk to you more. And unfortunately, we weren't able to do that because of other things that have gotten involved. But my whole thing is like, it's never been about hue. It's literally who likes who. Like, I like you, you like me, we're gonna have a family. If not, then okay, it's fine. And for me, if I don't like you, you don't like me, I'm not about to sit here and hate on you. It's just gonna be like, okay, well, we're just not here to be friends with each other. And that's what it is. Zadia, read my comment, please. Okay, I'm sorry, girl. Y'all typing a lot, child. It's a lot. Okay. I'm gonna try to just keep it positive here. Admitted and took accidentally. I respect that look of her page. Confession of Reality Queen, what you talking about? Please leave the live up. People need to hear your side. Sabrina gave what others gave throughout the show, regardless of her age. Okay, so LOL, you just say you owe Zadia. What is that supposed to mean, Candace? Hold on, now. I just got carded while I was here. Somebody said you look like you younger than 21 now. Nope. I'm not gonna take that. I'm not old. I was upset when I do the reunion. They didn't let you or Camille speak. It was completely gang up, which I hate, which is bullying. I don't really think me and Camille were speaking when all that stuff was happening. For me personally, it was just like, okay, if I'm not able to speak without people yelling and screaming at me like I'm their children, then I'm not going to talk. There's nothing really to be said. How can they say y'all were accusing them when Aisha is literally the same complexion? Listen, me and Aisha are both NC50. Mac NC50, go look at it. So it is what it is. It was just literally oil and water. Aisha and I did not get along during the process. She felt she had a different POV from me, and that's just where we were at. It was no bad for me. It was no bad blood. It was just like, okay, so clearly we're just not going to be friends. And for me, I'm okay with just not being friends with somebody. I don't have to do all that extra to try to make them look bad or whatever. Sabrina said it's time for me to take off my shoes when you and Camille were speaking. That was a shade. That's fact. 10 years her senior makes Sabrina elder. It definitely makes Sabrina elder. She's as old as my older sister, and I respect my older sister very much myself. So it is what it is. I understand why Brown Girl Squad was. I don't understand why Brown Girl Squad was so offensive to other brown girls. I'm not really sure either, but I can see why people felt a way watching the show, because they definitely made it look like we were out to like attack people and do all sorts of nasty things to people, and that wasn't the case. But it is what it is. Sadly, it can't be a thing that's celebrated, and for me, I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm not going to let that be a bump in the road, nor a blockage of me celebrating my complexion. I'm not even like the darkest of the darkest, so I know when some people look at this, and it's sad because it's like when like super melanated women look at this, they're like, "Girls, you ain't even like the darkest of the darkest." I'm like, I'm not. I know the struggle that super dark women go through, and I'm not about to sit here and be like I can attest to it, because I can't. So it's sad that brown skinned women can't be celebrated. It's sad that all of a sudden we're excluding people when that's not the case. And at the end of the day, I'm going to continue to celebrate. I'm going to continue to acknowledge, like I'm going to continue to support the brands, the cosmetic brands that literally have foundation for those complexions, for the darker complexions, because that's a new thing. And I'm in the beauty industry, so I know it's a new thing. It's hard to find. I said I had 10 more minutes. I'm gonna give y'all 5. I don't really know what all they show tonight, so I can't really speak to that. I do hope that at some point you will be able to see your part in this. You were definitely my fave in the beginning. Tea Talks 6. I just want you to know that TV is TV, and not saying that I was right in every decision that I made, but I'm also not going to sit here and act as if like what was shown on TV was what the real was. So there's that. Why I keep mentioning that you donated? I'm not mentioning that I donated. First of all, I did it out of my heart. I didn't have to do that. But what I'm saying is that I mentioned that I donated because what is being said right now about me, even on her rolling out interview, is as if I'm just this complete bitch, and I'm not. So that's why I said it, and that's just what it is. All right. No, the donation was definitely from my heart, but at the end of the day, it's like, who's donating if they're really that person, if they're really whoever they're trying to say that you are. I donated because I wanted to donate, and that's just what the reality of the situation. I think she's only mentioning the donation as an example that she has no malice towards Sabrina, not to brag about what she did. Exactly. Ding 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 ding, bing bong. She was looking attention on TV. All right, let me try to catch up with y'all because I think I'm behind way too much. Sabrina actually big up Zadia and says she looked beautiful, and she looks at her butt when she walked by. She is funny and cool. At Butter Pecan, she also said that I'm portraying the same behaviors I was portraying on the show, and that's not true. So, you can only say what you say, but it's like if what I say is taken out of this context and put it to another context, it's definitely dishonest and contrived. But I had to sit and just like think about it. I'm just like, at the end of the day, it's God's plan, and I'm supposed to learn something from all of this situation. And I'm not going to sit here and continue. For me, because I've never been that type of person, bash people or talk bad about other women, I'm just gonna take it and move forward with it. And the people that are gonna rock with me are gonna rock with me, and the people that are not, you can come over here and you can say all the things, but it's gonna be blockity block, because um, for me, I tried to only put out mostly positive energy, and I know that on the show, especially when I called Aisha this and dumb, that was bad, and it was wrong, and I've apologized. So, well, no, I'll apologize again, but this is gonna be the last one right here. Um, I know, for me, positivity is what makes the world go around. And it's like, if you can't find the positive things that's going on in life, then what's life about? So I'm gonna take this situation and I'm gonna grow from it, and I'm gonna make this lemon into some bomb ass country Georgia lemonade, maybe even an honor Palmer, and I'm just gonna move forward.
Hi, you guys. So I just wanted to come on and to touch on Zadia's live really quick. The live is about 45 minutes long if you guys want to watch the entire conversation. She also did an interview recently as well with, I think her name is Bree. I believe she has a YouTube channel as well. And she answered the questions that Bree asked her as far as her relationship with Naeem and with Dante. And that was mainly the focus in that interview. I think the host, the person that was interviewing her, she didn't really want to get off into a lot of nonsense, and I don't blame her. And so she didn't really ask her a lot about the Aisha situation, but she did say even in that interview that she apologized to Aisha already on more than one occasion, and she said she would apologize again. Now, in this live, as you can hear, she's saying that she doesn't really understand what the issue is with Sabrina. But I think Sabrina just feels some kind of way. Maybe she thinks that Camille and Zadia were like bullying Aisha in some kind of way. Why? I don't know. In the interview, she really didn't say, but she did say that it was bullying. Like it was. But for me, like I said in my last video, all of these women seem very strong, um, have very strong personalities, and strong willed. So I don't see them allowing anyone to quote unquote bully them. I think to my definition of bullying is when someone is pushing you over, right? Pushing over on you. So I don't really know what her definition of bully is. Because, yeah, women tend to do that. We will say catty things to each other, but normally the person that you're talking to will say something back, right? So, and sometimes they don't. Sometimes people will wait and give you one or two more chances to say something out of line, and then they let you have it. Right? So it just all depends on how you're feeling in that moment. I don't know that Aisha was bullied, okay? And so I'm not going to get off into all of that. But I think that's what Sabrina is responding to. And I believe she has an interview today with Little Black Book. So I have to go over and try to check that out. And so what's happening is now that the show is over, I guess everybody's having these conversations, and the conversations are happening at the same time. And so people don't know what the other person said to really speak on it. She can't really speak. I think Zadia couldn't really speak to Frank or whatever he was saying because she didn't hear what he said, and maybe she wants to hear it for herself before she start, kind of responding to him. And then maybe she don't want to respond to him at all because she said that that if people are looking for that, then you're not going to get that from her, then she's not going to go back and forward with people. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I think that when she hears the whole thing about her chasing Sydney around, I think she will say something, even if it's just a post. Especially if when Sydney is interviewed, if she is asked about it, she will more than likely either speak on it or not. But that's probably going to drive her then to speak on it as well, based on whatever Sydney says about it. Because I don't know if that I don't know how true that is about the running around on the rooftop, because it sounds like Zadia was saying that people were trying to place her at events that she was not, and she was not there. So I don't know if she's referring to what Frank was saying about the patio, I mean the rooftop, or not. And then who's to say what Frank is saying, if it's true or not? I don't know. Um, I get the feeling he was just trying to stir the pot because of his own situation. And like I said, I didn't see how that whole situation with Mummy was going to work out anyway when she's friends with them and he's not. But let me know what you guys think about what Zadia had to say in her interview and in this live, if you caught both of them. I think she kind of covered a lot. She definitely said that her and Naeem connected the first day. I think she said the first day that they arrived there, and that but it also sounded in her interview, like when she was asked about Dante, it also sounded like she really liked Dante. Because at first I thought, well, maybe she's just after Dante to get back at Aisha. But I do think that she liked Dante as well. I don't know. I'm not going to say who was one and who was two and all that stuff, because maybe Naeem is a better connection for her. And it sounds like they're dating. So I don't know. But let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments about what she had to say. And if you caught the interview with Frank. Now, I was in someone else's live, and it was very messy. The guy was over there saying that he heard Frank say that he used to date girls and guys. And he caught himself when he was saying girls and boys. I don't recall hearing that. I would have to go back and listen to the interview again to try to catch that. But, I didn't catch it in the moment of watching his interview with Crystal. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about all of that as well. What Frank had to say. Frank is, he's a lot. I kind of had a feeling, though, just watching him on the show, the little bit that we saw from him, that he was probably going to sprinkle the situation with a little drama. But just based on what he said at that table about them, about it being peaceful without certain people being there. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. And also, what I forgot to say in the other video was that Crystal was saying at the end of her interview with Frank, she was saying that the next season is going to start right after the reunion, the next reunion, which is on Friday. She said at the end of January, the new season of DC is going to start. So that's kind of back to back, right? I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to see how I feel about the first episode. Because this show is beginning, it's a lot. I really wish they would change the name of it to something else, because this is not about love, child, in no way, shape, or form. But let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next video.